Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Juliet Amoah, and I am super excited because I am here with the founder and CEO of iBE-FiT, Oscar Kemjika. He is here in the building, guys. We're going to talk about his journey to fitness, how he got started with running, all of that. And guys, he has an amazing event happening June 3rd. We're going to talk about all of that. So without further ado, Oscar, I'm super excited to see you, have you, all of this. We're going to talk about it, like your journey. I mean, I know you are a runner, you have been running, you're into fitness, you do so much for the community in the Bronx. So let's just, like, before we even get into the event, let's talk about your backstory. Like, how did you get into running? Like, what exactly started this passion for you, and like, what inspired this?
Yeah, so I've been running for, it's going on 21 years now.
Ooh, come on, y'all.
Sophomore year in high school. Now y'all know my age.
You do
that. But yeah, it's been like.
But he looks great. He looks great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's fitness. That's what fitness does.
Exactly.
So yeah, I've been running since sophomore year in high school. John F. Kennedy High School in the Bronx, Riverdale section of the Bronx, which is close to the 5K Invitational. Those are the stomping grounds. That's what kind of inspired me to do this, to give back to the community and do an event that can help people, jumpstart or spearhead their fitness journey.
Right.
So that's what it's about for me. It's really about giving back and. It's kind of like, it's nostalgic, and it's also like, this is what it all started for me. This is where it all started. This is how it all started. As a track athlete, running an event called the Park, the Back Hills. If y'all know Back Hills Park, that's one of the toughest courses in not just New York, but in the whole country, actually, across country. So I want to do that, and I think it's one of those things where it's something to inspire people for fitness, right? You start where you are. Walk, jog, run, as long as you finish.
That's
right?
True.
You start where you are, and I think, coming out to this event will help people do that.
That's amazing. And I love the fact that you're doing something to give back to the Bronx community. I mean, I grew up in the Bronx. I was raised in the Bronx, and I do think there's certain things that are so nostalgic and so, like, just it brings back so many memories and stuff like that. So for you, what has been, like, your best memory of running? Like, what did this, like, knack for running start? Was it just like gym class and you realized you were really good and then that inspired that?
Yeah, I was always one of the fastest, like in PE when we did those relay races. I was always one of the fastest. Also, I played basketball before I started running track. Basketball was my first sport, so I would come up and down the court, one of the fastest, up and down the court. But funny enough, I didn't become a sprinter, outright sprinter. My journey has transitioned into middle distance running. So I'm an 800-meter specialist, which is a half mile. That's 2 laps around a 400-meter track. So it became like a discovery and then rediscovery of my talents, and then my passion just grew as I started winning.
Only W's over here.
Results, of course,
can
inspire someone to keep doing it and keep pushing themselves to become better and better.
I love that. And I also want to talk about the part about it being in the Bronx, because you could have done it anywhere, right? Like, so what was the importance of it being in the Bronx? I know we talked about it being nostalgic, but what was so important for you specifically about it?
So the Bronx is home. It's like, I grew up in the Bronx, born and raised in the Bronx, 183rd Walton, shout out to y'all. Then, of course, Uptown, Boston Road, Eastchester, White Plains, y'all know what it is. So yeah, it's giving back. I think the Bronx is almost a forgotten barrel, which is unfair. Like when you think about the funding that the city gets, all the great parks and all the renovations, the Bronx gets the last part of the state, which is unfair. And I think, of course, we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop this year in 2023. So let's remember that started in the Bronx too.
Yes, that's true.
So I think we gotta put ourselves on the map more. This is a great borough. It's often forgotten. Like, a lot of historical stuff are in the Bronx, and I think my event now going on this 3rd year will be one of those things 10, 20 years from now. That's like, okay, iBE-FiT 5K Invitational is also in the Bronx, so y'all better stop sleeping on this barrel.
That's right. You better let them know. BX stand up. Shout out to 161 in Stadium. That's where I grew up. But no, I love that, and I do think that that's super important too, because as people, I mean, you've been very successful. You've done a lot. You could have easily said that, okay, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. But it's always good to pay homage back to where it all originated from, in the Bronx. So shout out to the Bronx. There's great things coming from the Bronx. So I do love that, and it's also helping people realize the awareness of being healthy, because a lot of times, I mean, growing up, you probably know, we used to go to bodega, get all that junk food, get like all those things that was so fun, but now you look back on it and it's like, whoa, like there wasn't anyone educating us on the importance aside from PE class and gym, so this is super, super dope. And that kind of also spearheaded your brand, right? Because now you have iBE-FiT. So talk to us about iBE-FiT. How did that start? And again, I know you have a love for fitness, so how did that become a thing that it's like, okay, I actually want to make this a brand?
Alright, so there's a long version and a short version. I'm gonna give y'all a middle. I'm gonna try to expedite it. But so iBE-FiT is Ebonics, it's hip hop, right? So when you think about like hip hop, it's a statement. So look, I be that dude. Like, I does this.
I didn't even
that,
think about
right?
that.
So the fit part obviously is fitness, but myself as a fitness professional, and I grew up on hip hop and fashion as well. So hip hop is heavily influencing my brand. So it's also an acronym. The I stands for innovate, B stands for believe, E stands for empower. Right?
Ooh, come on now. Oscar was
also,
like...
the IB part, the eBay part comes from my name. I'm Nigerian, Nigerian descent. So eBay is short for eBay Zen, meaning I learned from my companions. And my mates have taught me to be wise. So IBE, eBE-FiT, or iBE-FiT, right? So that's Ebonics, and I innovate, E believe, E empower. So it's an acronym. And then the fit part is functioning with your talents. You put the I in between. You function, F, T is your talent. So fitness is not just about physical fitness, it's also if you're a singer, if you're a dancer, if you're an artist, you're fit and capable of doing that functioning with your talents. So I think my brand is scoping far beyond just fitness. It's helping people to become the best version of themselves and a superhero. So when you wear this on your chest, you feel the power. Right?
Wow, that was, listen, that was like so deep and so thought out, because it's not just something like, a lot of people just say I'm into fitness and they just do it, but you could tell there was so much thought and love and detail. Just you explaining that, even the iBE-FiT part and like and then the E, like that was just so detail oriented, and I love that. And then so pretty much, okay, you have this idea and you want to inspire all these people. So now I know you also have a clothing line, you have all these other things because you mentioned you do love fashion. So how were you able to like merge the two worlds and make this whole thing? Because you could have easily said, I'm just gonna stick to fitness, I don't need to really go into creating a brand or doing anything. So how did that kind of merge together as well too?
So the fashion part is interesting because I think it was a quote by Pharrell, or he might have re-quoted someone else, but he said, fashion is a byproduct or derivative of how you feel. So when I think about feeling, I also think about fitness naturally, because I'm a fitness professional and athlete. But feeling, like when you wear something nice, you feel good.
That's true.
You feel like you can conquer the world.
You feel confident.
Like, you feel confident. You're empowered. So I think wearing something that has a statement on it on top of that and fits well on you can empower you to feel good and increase your swag and belief in yourself. And belief, that's one of the words. That's B. That's belief. The E empower is like when you wear something that says iBE-FiT, even if you're not at your fitness level or your desired fitness level, just wearing it can help you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I can do that. It's like Superman with the S in his chest.
Exactly.
Clark Kent goes in the booth and changes.
That's so true.
So that's what I want my brand to do. Like when you wear iBE-FiT clothing, it should empower you to become fit and just feel fit.
Wow. Wow, I love that. And I think that's super inspiring too, because I do think that, like, aside from feeling good and all that, you also want to look good, you know what I mean, with what you're wearing and everything. It's like a whole package. So it's mind, body, and soul. So I love that. So, all right, we know about the iBE-FiT brand. We know a little bit about your story and how you got started. But let's talk about this 5K run, because I know this is super important to you. This is your third annual one. It's happening again Saturday, June 3rd. And I'm excited because, first of all, I'm not a runner, guys. I don't know how this is gonna work. What advice, first of all, talk to us about what it is, right? And then for people who may feel nervous, because when you hear it, you feel intimidated, like, oh my goodness, I'm scared. But I like fitness, so I'm excited about it. So talk to us about those that are like, maybe this is their first time coming, they don't really know too much about what it is and the cause behind it.
Yeah, so the 5K run is 3.1 miles. Some people get scared about 5K run, oh my God, it's like a marathon. It's not a marathon, it's a fraction of a marathon. A marathon is 26.2. So a 5K is like almost like a ninth of that.
Right.
Right? So you're basically walking, jogging, or running, but you're doing it for a cause as well as helping you, jumpstart or spearhead your fitness journey.
Wow.
Right? Some people have weight loss goals that can help you. Having a goal to run a 5K can help you towards your weight loss journey.
Yeah.
Right? So I encourage people to start with that. And then if they have aspirations to run a marathon, go to a 6K or a 10K and then work their way up.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
So it's just one of those events that I feel like it can help bring the community together,
Yes.
as well as help people become more health conscious and health aware.
That's a good point.
Right, so it's it's a double blessing.
And I think that's a good part about it too. And I know aside from it just being a health conscious event, you are donating. There's some proceeds.
Yes.
You have sponsors. So talk to us a little bit about the proceeds and where it's going. And
so a great portion of the proceeds will be going to 2 nonprofit organizations. One being my church building fund. That's RCCG, Tabernacle Restoration. Shout out to y'all being in the Bronx, Fremont Avenue, 241st Street.
Yes.
And then the other one is going to a friend of mine, her nonprofit organization, Goodnews To Scholars.
Yes.
She is sending kids to college, especially those who are not as fortunate to get scholarships. We're trying to help them and assist them into getting college.
And I love that you thought about that piece too. So it's not just about, like it's also giving back. You know what I mean? I think that's super important to give back. And I think a lot of times when we do things, we need to keep that in mind about giving back as well too. And so if someone is looking to also be like a sponsor or kind of like partner with you, where else could they go to get more information?
So you can hit me up on IG at iBE_K. That's my personal, and then my business is iBE-FiT_. That's iBE-FiT_. And then also the link, we'll have the link set up. It's on my page as well, where you can register or just donate. Even if you don't want to participate in 5K, you can donate. It's going to a good cause.
Wow, okay, I love it. I'm super excited, y'all. I'm really excited. And so this is also good for anyone who feels like, again, I've never done this before. I work out, but I've never done a whole 5K. Anyone can do it. You said we could walk, we could crawl, we could do anything, right? And there's gonna be some medals, right? Prizes as well, too, right?
There's gonna be some medals. I wish I bought the ones from last year, but
y'all gotta come and see it. You gotta come and see it.
Y'all gotta come and see it and earn it too.
Exactly.
Gotta finish, register and finish. But yeah, some high quality medals that shout out to Tropic Awards. Also, they provided the medals too.
Wow.
On 3rd straight year working with them.
Wow.
But you'll have something tangible to remember the event. So it's a memorabilia that can bring you back to that place.
I love that.
And I think that's important.
That's amazing. That is amazing. So what would be your last piece of advice if you could leave the people that are watching, just to kind of inspire them in their fitness, and just, even if they, like you started this whole thing, maybe someone's watching, they want to start something, or they don't feel like they know what to do or how to, start.
Yeah, if you're in New York, so you go through the Recreation Parks website, you have to apply for a permit, right? Get approved. I'm not saying that it's that easy, but those are the steps. Once you get approved, you can start the process of continuing on with, the planning, the vendors, everything that you need, all the bells and whistles to get your event running. The way I started during the pandemic, 2021.
Wow.
I was even nervous that, first of all, I was shocked that I got it. So I was like, okay, God, you did this for me, so now I got to run with it, And I did. I executed it 2 years in a row. Now it's the 3rd one. So, I'm excited for that. But yes, I would advise you to do something for your community, because at the end of the day, you're trying to leave a mark.
That's true.
You're trying to say, what did I do while I was here on this earth? Who did I impact? Who did I empower? Who did I affect? Have a positive impact on? So that's what it really is about. That at the end of the day.
Amazing, amazing. And then the last piece I wanted to know is the future of iBE-FiT. What is your vision and overall goal for this?
Put me on the spot. I need to start executing, right? But no, apart from the 5K, people have come to me since last year about when is the next event. Like, why you only do one event per year? And they are correct. I should do more. So one of the goals for iBE-FiT is to do more events like this. Not just 5Ks, but maybe, some other events that help people that don't just like running, that also like to play soccer, basketball, other sports. Or even not just in the sporting area, maybe something about fashion, maybe something about just self-empowerment.
I love it.
So there's different things that I'm thinking about in the works to come.
Amazing, amazing. Oscar, this has been a pleasure. Thank you guys.
It's been a pleasure.
Listen, I am super excited. Make sure you guys sign up. This is going to be an amazing event for the community. Even if you don't live in the Bronx, you can come out and support.
Yes.
This is great. And I'm excited too. I'm trying to get my outfit, my gear ready. I should be rocking some iBE-FiT. That's what we're going to do.
She's looking cute today.
Thank you. I should have had my iBE-FiT on.
You'll get one. I got you.
Amazing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Once again, my name is Juliet Amoah. This is Oscar right here in the building. Shout out to the Bronx. Make sure you guys are, you already know the vibes. Make sure you guys are there. Saturday, June 3rd is going to be amazing. God bless you all. And we can't wait to see you there. Peace.